Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Ikhsan from Indonesia. In this video, I would like you to let us listen more about the things that you learned from Sunny Boy, Professor. Um, say just Dr. Sunny Boy about teaching materials and positive discourse analysis.
Okay.
First, I want you to introduce yourself and then your interest about teaching materials or learning materials, why you learned these things, and then your view about PDA. And the last one is about the project that you just presented. It was really excellent.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bapak masih lama?
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
So
go
my name is Chantel and I study at University of Sydney. I actually don't study linguistics. I'm just doing this as an elective. I study cultural studies.
Our cultural studies.
But yeah, so I'm doing this subject with Sunny Boy, Professor Sunny Boy, in social justice and linguistics.
Oh yeah. Oh, Professor Ahmar Mahboob.
Yes, Ahmar Mahboob.
Yeah.
In social justice and linguistics. And as part of this, we have to develop a credible project. And yeah, we kind of have built up over the whole semester to work towards creating a credible project.
Okay.
Yeah,
What is credible?
credible. Oh, I can't remember the acronym.
Okay, so it has a long
Community-
acronym.
it's
Yeah.
an-
But
it-
what's
yeah.
the core, the essence of credible?
Well, I think it's a really practical, creating a practical material or resource for a community. And I think most important is it has to be a community that you're embedded in or that you're connected to, and creating a material that's really going to benefit that community,
Okay.
and in a way that's really ethical.
So
yeah.
it's really close to PDA. Yeah?
Yeah, well, I guess the positive discourse analysis is part of the Credible project.
Okay.
In that there's a few different stages to a credible project. The first stage is the conceptualization, so coming up with an idea based on an issue or a problem that you see in a community. Then once you go through the conceptualization, you go through the data analysis, which is the point at which the PDA or positive discourse analysis comes in. And PDAs really help in developing a material in a credible project, because you are looking at other materials or projects that have been done and seeing what works about them and how they also use the senses to achieve the outcome and the effect.
Okay. Do you think teaching materials that is designed based on PDA beliefs and PDA credible beliefs, a credible approach, will affect the learners in a short time or in a long time?
I think it really depends on what the project is, but I do think that the credible approach is very practical, and I guess it also emphasizes doing something that outcome is going to be successful, because you're not trying to look at something really broad that you won't be able to affect. It's being able to do something sustainable and contained that you will be able to make a change.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then your project. Yes, now.
My project.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Can you tell me more about this? From the beginning.
Sure. So I collaborated with a preschool, so kids 3 to 5 years old, and the teachers.
How many students?
Maybe there's about 20 preschoolers,
Okay.
30 preschoolers.
In one class? Or?
Well, at the preschool they have kind of all of the preschoolers together. So yeah, I think one class.
Yeah, one group. Yeah.
Yeah, one group. And they live very close to this river, which is known here as the Cooks River. It's one of the most polluted rivers in all of Australia.
Oh yeah.
But I've also heard the river called Gulayari, which is the
Oh.
word I like to use because it's an indigenous word.
Yeah. Gulayari. Yeah.
Gulayari, yeah, meaning place of the pelican dreaming in Darug.
Mhm.
The name of the river has actually been lost, but this is one way to call the river. So it was lost due to colonization. So I noticed that a lot of preschoolers in urban settings are quite disconnected to the local environment because they think that there is no nature or no ecosystem, but there is. So I created a storybook with photos and a story.
Nice photos.
To connect. And in the story is a little girl, and she's like the protagonist of the story. And in it, she discovers that she can't swim and she can't fish in this river, but there's lots of animals that are alive in the river. And I also wanted to, through the book, introduce preschoolers to the names of different birds and trees at the river. Yeah, so that they can feel more connected.
Then have you implemented your? Right.
I still need more feedback about the book from the preschoolers, and I worked with an ecologist to identify what flora and fauna to talk about. So I need more feedback, and it's going to be implemented next year.
Okay.
At the start of the year. Yeah.
Okay.
Which is when the teachers will take the book and then use it in their school to extend on learning about local biodiversity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think your work will need a kind of user's guide or teacher's guide, or can be used independently?
I think it can be used independently because it's the kind of thing that a parent could take home. It's not exclusively for teachers.
Okay.
I think it's for kids, parents, caregivers, teachers. I think teachers can take the book and extend on it with a lesson plan, which is what preschool teachers do anyway. But yeah, at the back of the book I have a little field guide with further information about the plants and animals.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you say something to master students in Indonesia?
Hello, I hope you enjoy your studies and enjoy creating your own projects. Bye.
Bye.